Hey, how in the world are you guys? I hope everybody's at home safe and warm. I'm not. I have to drive tomorrow, but it's very important, so I'm going to do it. I got stuck in the trailer park already. Had to work my way out. Have I mentioned lately that having a stick shift is so amazing in the wintertime? A lot of people who don't drive one don't realize how good it can be, but it is amazing when you get stuck. It's amazing. Now my car is super low to the ground, and that sometimes makes it extra hard, but it's pretty great when you know you can weasel your way out of it. That's pretty cool. Doesn't happen every time, but it's much easier. Anyways, anywho, so here I am, driving down the road, having lots of fun. Okay, so I was talking to my buddy Michael the other day, and I don't know, we said this thing, we were talking about this thing, and we said this thing, and as soon as it came out of my mouth, we both looked like, really? That's awesome. And I'm hoping I can, you know, like portray or send out, whatever, I don't know, even half of what that moment meant and what it was like. And hopefully you get something out of it. So yeah, that's the precursor. So, hey, welcome to Wait a Minute. This is Wade, and it's my minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you. So let's do this. We were talking about potential and how younger people especially have so much potential because all of it's they have all this stuff ahead of them. And I always think that's so awful when something happens to a young person, as in like they die or whatever, because they had so much potential, so much future ahead of them that could have been. And I'm not trying to be a downer, I'm just saying that's the feeling I'm trying to get out, is that they had so much potential. And so many young people, I look at them and I'm seeing them just waste potential. But at the same time, I'm looking at them like, you know, they're 17, they're 20, they're 14, they're 26, you know. And, you know, a lot of people, young people are getting to go and moving on and doing their thing by 26, you know. I'm proud of my son, who is turned 26 today. Happy birthday, Christian. And he's come a long ways, you know, compared to where he was to where he is now. Just leaps and bounds difference. Just leaps and bounds how much he's grown and matured over the last few years, but over his whole life in general, but the last few years in particular, because yeah, he's had, you know, he hasn't been dealt an easy life, and he didn't stop because of it. He kept going in spite of it, which I really think is awesome. I'm proud of my son. He's my hero. Anyway, moving along. Potential. And then there's the older people who have just over and over and over and over and over screwed up every potential opportunity they had, every potential rescue that they've had. They just continually they just go back into the same garbage can, doing the same garbage, just eating it like it's good. Good garbage, good garbage. But it's not that they don't know that it's going to turn out like that. I don't know. I really don't understand why people just keep going back and going back and going back. I don't even understand why a dog returns to his vomit, but he does. And in a way, I'm glad that the dog does that, because I've used that analogy about 1,000 times. I wouldn't be able to do that if a dog didn't do that. Oh, Wade, you're something else. Anyway, so here's the dealio. You know, I don't know every one of you personally, and I'm amazed at how many people in the video land that I don't know personally. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you get something out of it and you continue to watch. Don't forget, we do have a YouTube channel, and usually I put the link out there. I don't know where it is exactly, but it's there. And I'll put it out again soon. I think I put it out today on my Facebook. Anyway, we do archive our videos, just saying. So, there is so much potential, just in general in the world. I don't care if you're 80. Like, my mom is 84, and I still see potential in her. Because every day, like when her caregiver comes in, well, my dad and I are caregivers, but when her paid caregiver comes in twice a week, Mom has the potential to either be mean or to be nice. She has the potential to either lift that person up or not, or tear her down. Any of those. And that to me is this amazing thing anyway, because even at 84, and she can't go out of the house hardly ever, except to doctor's appointments and stuff. Even at 84, my mom, who's had a stroke and is, pretty much homebound, can still do stuff. She still has potential, even at 84. And I don't know, I see a lot of older people that still, and and even the person laying in bed, wetting themselves or whatever in the nursing home, they still, if they're alive, there's a potential for some opportunity. And I'm not saying like, if they're in a coma or whatever, but even then, I don't know what could happen. If they're still alive, who knows, But potential is amazing, and it's everywhere, and you can see it in almost everybody. Now, there's some people that I don't see the potential anymore, but just because I don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It just means I'm discouraged about trying to help them, and I keep watching them do the same things over and over again, expect a different result, and I just hate that. I want to help them so bad, but they have to realize the potential in their lives. And if they don't, they're going to be old and saying, I could have been, I should have been, I would have been, And that's a sad place to be. Like I look back sometimes now in my teenage years and I think, I should have been, I could have been, I would have been, There's always an excuse that would have been always throws in an excuse. I would have been if such and such happened. I would have been if my parents had been rich. I would have been blah, 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 blah. And would have been is usually used as an excuse when you're talking about your past. I'm not saying it always is, because sometimes it's just a fact. But woulda, shoulda, coulda been is sad to me. It's just sad. It's even more sad when it's a younger person, 30 years old, 31 years old, 32 years old. Anyone that's still has so much life left ahead of them, and they're just throwing it away and jumping back into the garbage can and eating more garbage. I just don't get it. And me as a human being, even as a pastor, I struggle with that, because yes, I believe in their potential, but it's hard to just keep believing in them and believing them and believing in them. I believe for their future. I believe, that they have a future, and that, God can heal them and rescue them and all that stuff. I believe all that. What I don't know is this person going to get out of the garbage can and stay out of the garbage can, or is this just a game they're playing? And some of them, so far, it's just a game they're playing. I see it all the time. I see it over and over and over again. And, when I offer them help, they, oh, yes, I want your help, I want your help. But, I say, okay, let's go meet. And then they come up with every excuse in the book and jump right back into the garbage can. And it's not because they love garbage. I know that. But it's, at the same time, it's so frustrating and sad. Be the one that is potential. Be the one that has potential in front of you. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, be the one with potential in front of you. I'm about to go visit somebody right now, and she has potential in front of her. Yes, there's been some woulda, shoulda, couldas, but she's young, she's vibrant, she's gonna get going, and it's gonna be good. So, be the one that has potential, that's gonna do stuff, that has things ahead of them, opportunities, and then grab onto those opportunities. Be wise. Don't jump back in the garbage can. Whatever you do, fall down if you must, get back up, but don't go back to the garbage can. Don't be a woulda, shoulda, coulda. Be a potential could be instead of a could have been. Love you guys very much. I hope this made sense to you. I got to get driving here because the roads are nasty. Love you. Bye.